Hi everybody, it's nice to see you again. I'm Dr. Kevin from Snelgrove Chiropractor in Barrie, and I'm excited to share with you guys a new series on exercises, on stretching, on strengthening, specifically for our senior population, our more mature and of course wise population, and also for those people who are limited in some way with their mobility. I've actually had a few requests to share this kind of video with you guys. And one in particular came out was from my parents. They said that with the last videos that I put out, they would sit there with a glass of wine in hand and they would watch the videos. And I thought, well, wait a minute, they're not supposed to be watched, especially with a glass of wine in hand. They're supposed to be done with a water bottle nearby, just in case you need that. So Mom, Dad, my hope is that you'll be up with me doing these exercises and stretches, and I'm sure you'll give me some feedback afterwards. So the first video that we're going to do is about stretching, and for your upper body as well as for your lower body. And this should take anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes. Could be a little bit more depending upon how long you hold the stretches for. But ideally what you want to do is hold the stretches for about 20 to 30 seconds. And the key is with everything is make sure that you're moving your body on a regular basis. Because what I found with a lot of people lately, since we've been more kept at home doing our own things and surviving on our own vices, is that they're sitting more. They may be watching TV more, watching movies as we are. They may be sitting doing different crafts or knitting or on a computer more often. And really your body is made to move on a regular basis. So if you find that you've been getting more stiff and more sore, well, this video is especially for you. You can do this video prior to doing the other ones that I'll be doing afterwards, which will be on strengthening as well as on cardio exercises. This will serve as a warm-up for you. So go within your level of comfort. I'll be doing some exercises where I'm standing as well as where I'm sitting down or laying down. And of course, I'll be using a chair or other devices that will help along the way. So let your body be the guide. Go within your level of comfort. A stretch should be something that might give you a little bit of discomfort, but it shouldn't be a sharp stabbing pain. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so the first exercise that we're going to do is to stretch out the muscles right in the back of your neck region. And this is called the chin tuck. What you do is you take your chin, look up a little bit, and then just push your chin back like this. And hold it that way. So your double chin will come out. You're going to hold that back in that position for a good 30 seconds. And just follow along with me as we do it. Just take nice and deep, slow breaths as you're doing it. Try not to have your shoulders rolled forward. Try to keep that chin back with your ears over your shoulders and just holding that chin tuck nicely. Just like that. You can smile while you're doing it too. Okay. You can use your fingertips if you want to help push in a bit more. You should feel the stretch right across at the base of your skull, right where your hairline is. Now the second stretch is going to be one where you're going to bring your chin all the way down towards your chest. So you're going to look down towards the floor and just hold this stretch again for 20 to 30 seconds. Let your shoulders relax and just breathe in and out nice and slow. Okay, the next stretch, you're going to bring your ear towards your shoulder. You're just going to bend sideways just like this. Go as far as you comfortably can. If you want, you can help to bring that ear a little bit further by just gently pulling with the opposite hand. And just hold that for a good 30 seconds. Okay, let's switch over to the other side, to the opposite side. And then into that shoulder. Find this side's a little bit more stiff, so just gently hold that. You should feel the stretch on the opposite side that you're bending towards. And again, you can use a hand just to reach up and just gently give a bit more of a stretch. Good. And just bring your head to neutral. Just roll your shoulders backwards. Nice big circles. That's it, just like that. And then we can also go forwards as well. Nice big circles. And then with this next stretch, you're going to reach just across your body. Put your hand in the opposite shoulder and bring the other hand in and just pull across. You're just going to gently just pull right like that. And you should feel the stretch right in the back of the arm here. Again, nice deep breaths in. That's it. Just shake your arms out and then switch over to the opposite side and just gently pull across. That's a great stretch. You may feel this between your shoulder blades a little bit as well. And just let that go. Okay, and shake out your arms. The next stretch will be one where we're stretching out the muscles in our chest region. A lot of the times we spend our days in a forward posture, and that shortens the muscles in through here. We want to actually open up your rib cage because we don't want to see our posture go like that. So you're going to bring your hands behind you, and the whole idea is just to pull those shoulders back. If you can't bring your hands behind you, just put your hands kind of at your side and pull your shoulders back like that. That's one way. Another way, if you can't get your hands behind you, interlock your fingers, try to straighten your elbows and pull your arms off your low back. You can bend your knees a little bit with this one. Just breathing out nice and slow. Just hold it like that. Okay, that's a great exercise. And just do some self-hugs. Give yourself some love. Just one side or the other side. If you find that's hard to do, just gently give yourself a hug this way. And then the other way, just like that. That's good. Next one we'll do will be just a side bend for the muscles down the side of our trunk. You're just going to just go one way, so go towards the right. If you want, you can reach your hand above if you've got that ability, that range of motion. If you find that you're unstable, you can always pull out a chair, and you can hold the chair with the opposite hand and then just go down to the side. Good. And then you can reach across that way. And let's go to the other side, and you can reach up and go sideways. Have your feet about shoulder width apart, just like that. Again, you can use that chair if you want, just to hold for balance. Either way works. Good. Now let's just reach up towards the sky. Again, if you have difficulty with balance, you can use one hand on the chair or on the counter. Just reach up as high as you can go. You can be flat on your feet. Just point your fingertips towards the ceiling. If you really have great balance, you can always go on your tippy toes and reach up. You should feel this all the way down the front of your body. You may feel this into the muscles in your legs as well. That's a great stretch to do. So a Superman or a Wonder Woman stretch. Okay, and the next one, I'll just move this chair a little bit. It's called a hip flexor stretch. And you're just going to step one foot gently forward. So just lunge. And this will be a stretch for the leg that's back. So it's the muscle right in through here. You're just going to reach up and extend back a little bit. So I'll show this to you guys from the side. You're going to reach up with your arms and just come back a little bit opposite the side of the leg that's back. And I can feel this right down in through here. If you aren't able to bring your arms up like this, just leave them at your side and just extend back, and you'll still get a stretch through your hip flexor. Just like that. And now we'll switch to the other side. So you're going to reach up and extend back. That's a hip flexor stretch. Good. Remember to keep smiling while you're doing this. And breathe in nice and slow. This should be relaxing for you. And then that's it. And shake out your legs a little bit. Your next one you're going to do is one that you've probably done many years ago in school. For some people it's going to be difficult, but I want you just to reach down to stretch out in through your hamstrings. We shouldn't have any pressure through our low back, so I want you just to reach down towards your toes. If you have to bend your knees, that's totally fine, but keep your knees as straight as you can. And just reach down as far as you comfortably can go. If you can only get to this point, or even up here, that's fine. You can have your knees bent slightly, just reach forward. You can hang there. Just go as far as you comfortably can. And if there's difficulties with balance, just reach out with a chair and just reach down like that. If you are chair bound, you can always just sit in the chair, just like this, and then just reach forward. So a lot of these exercises you can modify by doing them in the chair. Even the reaching from one side to the other can be done in the chair as well. So you can certainly do this. There's not a limitation by having it in the chair. You just have to modify a little bit, that's all. And the last one in the standing position will be for the muscles in the front of your legs called your quadriceps. This one may be difficult for some, but how it looks is where you're going to just hold onto a chair. You're going to reach back in the front of your foot and pull your heel towards your seat on the same side, and just keep your knees together. So for some, they may find that that's difficult. What you can do is you can always grab a pant leg and pull up. Obviously, I can't do that. Or another way that you can do it is you can put your foot up on the chair like this and just go down a little bit, and that'll stretch out the front muscle, the quadricep, and the leg that's up on the chair. So you can hold that for a good 20 or 30 seconds. And you come up. And then you can switch to the other side. You can always use another chair to help with this, and then just go down and stretch that out. But the way that it looks, if you're standing and reaching, is just pulling like that. Okay, and I'll just switch to the other side. You want to really be advanced, you can always try keeping your balance. I'll try to hold it steady as well. Keep those knees together. And just like that. Awesome, you guys are doing great. Okay, so right now we'll just take a moment to pause, and then we'll go and we'll hit the floor. So the next part of my routine is a floor routine. And if you have difficulty with going onto the floor, that's totally okay. You can always do this on a bed. Yes, it's a bit more soft, but it'll be far easier for you to get up. So the first stretch that we're going to do is one where you're going to stretch your knees in towards your chest. So I want you to follow along with me. You can lay right down, just like this. You're going to take one knee, you're going to reach up, the other leg will be straight, and you can reach in front of that shin. If you have knee difficulties or issues, you can always reach behind that knee, not in front of the shin, behind, and just gently pull your knee in towards your chest on the same side. And make sure you're breathing out nice and slow, because you are pushing in on your rib cage here. It makes it more difficult to breathe. And then just switch to the other side. You can reach in front. If that's difficult, you can always use a belt or a towel in front of your leg or behind the knee to help pull in as well. You're just letting your head rest right back, and you're breathing in and out nice and slow. So you can do each side, and you can always do both at the same time and hold that for a good count of 20 to 30 seconds. You can reach your hands far, then go ahead and do that, and just hold that stretch. Okay, awesome. So we stretched our low back region. Next we can stretch out our glute muscles. One way that you can do this is you can extend one leg so it's straight, and you're going to reach up and just pull over like this. For some people that might be difficult. I'll show you a modification in a second. This is to stretch it all in through the glutes inside here, and try to keep your opposite shoulder pinned down to the ground as much as you can. It's a great stretch. And then switch over to the other side, just like that. And you're going to hold that again for 20 to 30 seconds. If you find this one's difficult, you can always bring, just like you're pulling your knee in towards the same shoulder, you can pull your knee towards the opposite shoulder for a glute stretch as well. So just like that. Again, you can reach underneath the knee if need be. So you reach up like that and hold and breathe nice and slow. Good. Okay. Now we're going to do another Superman or Wonder Woman stretch, where you're going to stretch and point with your toes as far as you can, and reach up with your hands as far as you can as well. So point with your toes and reach up with your hands as far as you can. Just like that. You'll feel this all the way through your body. It's a great one to do for your full body stretch. Just reach, reach, reach. And breathe out slow as you're doing it. Okay, good. Now our next one is what we call a butterfly stretch. You can do this one lying down or you can be seated. And your position will be just like this. You're going to put your heels of your feet, the bottoms of your feet together, and you're going to try to push your legs down, your knees down as much as you can, using your elbows to help push on those legs. If that's difficult, what you can do is you can lay right back, put your feet together like this, and just let your legs drop down, kind of like a butterfly. The closer your heels are to your seat, the more difficult it is, but you can use your hands to help put pressure down to stretch out more of your groin muscles. That's a great stretch as well. These muscles tend to be quite tight, especially if we sit a lot. Okay, another one is where we get to sit and reach. We're going to stretch out the backs of our legs. And you can do this with your legs a little bit further apart. And all you're going to do, I'm not too concerned about you touching your toes. Just try to reach towards that foot to stretch out behind the leg. So reach as far as you comfortably can. If you can get right down, great. Just breathe in and out nice and slow. And then just switch to the other side. And hold that for a good 20 to 30 seconds as well. You can repeat this a few times, guys, if you want. That's no problem at all. I'm just showing you once for each muscle group and each side. And if you want, you can also take this stretch just going forward as well and try to get those elbows down as much as you can. I could probably work on this a lot more, my flexibility, but that's about it for me right there. So that's where I'll hold the stretch. It's a good pull on my left side and right side. And keep smiling while you're doing it. We just have 3 more stretches to do. The next one is one of my favorites. It's called a cobra stretch. And what you'll do is you're going to lay on your front. Some people call this a sloppy push-up. And it's going to be a stretch for the muscles in front of your abdominal area. You're going to just gently push up like this. Or go up on your elbows and push up. And you'll feel this all the way down through the front of your abdominal muscles and hip flexor. You're just going to push up like that. Some people will go up even further and just hold that stretch. If that's too difficult for your arms, then just go on your elbows and just come up gently, just like that. It's perfect. And there's 2 more. One is a yoga stretch called a child's pose. You're just going to sit back on your heels. And as you do this one, you should feel a pull in the muscles in front. So that's a great way to stretch out your quadriceps as well. And all that you'll do with the child's pose is just reach forward. Try to put your head down towards the ground if you can. You can rest your forehead on the ground. If not, just leave your head up. I'll show you as I'm resting my forehead down. And just reach out as far as you can with your hands. And just breathe in and out nice and slow with this stretch. And you can slowly walk up. And the last one will be a nice relaxing one. You're just going to lie on your back with your knees bent up. Your hands just at your side. And just do some deep breathing here until you feel your tummy rise. Breathe in deep and then breathe out. In through your nose and out through your mouth. And you can do that stretch, just the lying and breathing one, for just a good 30 seconds to a minute or more, and that will be a great one just to finish off this routine. So that's it for the stretching routine. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. You can go through and repeat that one a few times. That's a great one to keep the flexibility of your muscles up, as well as improve the range of motion of your joints. Again, make sure you go within your level of comfort. Try not to push it too far, but once you do that over and over again in the following weeks, you'll see that there'll be changes in your improvements and how much you can move and how much more comfortable it is to do those exercises. So until we see each other again, have an awesome day, and remember to share this video with friends or family members that you think would benefit, and I look forward to seeing you in other videos. Take care.